Friends, hello, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a lovely day. The New York Rangers beat out the Carolina Panthers in Game 7. They're going to go up and face the Tampa Bay Lightning in the conference finals. Today, what we're going to do is, as we've done a couple times now, is we're going to take an all-time New York Rangers team. We're going to face them up against an all-time Tampa Bay Lightning team and see which one would come out on top. Now, a completely different scenario opposed to obviously what's going on in real life with these two teams. But for fun, you got to go out there, or we got to go out there, I should say, and give it a try. Give it a try. I tell you what, though, the Rangers have always had that team, I think, now for a while, where he's like, yeah, they can make a lot of noise, and they're finally doing that this year. And it is powerhouse versus powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be exciting to see what these two teams do. Nonetheless, you have Martin St. Louis, first line, Tampa Bay. You have Dennis Savard. You have Nikita Kucherov. The interesting thing about this Tampa Bay Lightning team is, and it just shows you how stacked and loaded this team is the fact that when we added their all-time players, their alumni, their greats, none of them were better than the three best players on their team right now today from an overall standpoint in this game. And it just shows how loaded the Tampa Bay Lightning are. We're gonna have the best lines this. EA, you are disappointing me here. We went through and gave it a try, but you clearly was not feeling it. We had to create the player, so maybe that is why it did not update right away. That is correct. Yeah, we had to add Vincent LeCavalier. There's two E's! Cavalier! Yeah, we're gonna go with it, though. Blessed my lovely spell. We're keeping it. We are keeping it. LeCavalier. Now I can't even say his name right, seeing them two E's. We're calling him Vincent. We're going to call him Vinny L. That's what he wants to be called anyway. Had to add him. I didn't say he used to be in the game, if I ain't mistaken. But he ain't now. So we had to create him. Victor Hedman, Dan Boyle. We have Rob Ramage holding it down. Mikhail Sergachev, Ryan McDonough, and then Sammy Sauer. Now, McDonough, a little bit of a controversial one because, as we know, a Ranger player as well. He can only play in one of the two teams. We're going to put him on Tampa because that's his current team. And as far as the goaltenders are concerned, we have Vasilevsky and Rolison in net here for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And there's a way we're going to balance this out a little bit here for these guys. You know, we gave them Ryan McDonough. Here in a second, you're going to see who we gave the New York Rangers. That, again, could have went to either team here. Let's go. Let's take a look at this Rangers team. A loaded, absolutely loaded Rangers team. When it comes from a historical standpoint, this team has quite the history and quite the players that have been in the organization. Panarin's there now. You might have heard of him. Wayne Gretzky was there back in the day. You had Mike. I swear there's a common theme in all these videos we've done so far. I feel like Gretzky has played for literally all of them. We did the Blues one. We did the Rangers one. And what was the other one we did? The Oilers one. 3 different videos. Gretzky's been featured in every single one of them. Nonetheless, Mike Gartner on the second line. We have Brendan Shanahan. We have Mark Messier, just loaded down the middle. Why is Gilbert not got stats, but everybody else does? Because he's 80 years old. That might have a little bit to do with it, possibly. He's ready to rock and roll, though. Let me tell you what. 80's the new 25. Mika Zibanejad. Third line in it now. Ratelli. Gene type. Black and white. Speaking of ancient, 80. Now, are these guys actually that age, or is that like the max age they can be in the game? Because one was black and white, one wasn't. And JT Miller, the 88 overall. This was our player we was referring to earlier. We said Miller. I remember him personally much more as a Ranger than a Lightning player. So that is why we put JT Miller on the Rangers. Chris Kreider had a heck of a season. Dropped a 50 burger. Gonna be fourth lining it. How much did that play into effect of who he was playing with? We'll see. Bathgate. I love the name. That's an elite name. Bathgate. 89! They didn't have, that's probably because they had Bathgates back then. We don't have Bathgates anymore. It's 2022 now. We have these things called a shower. That's kind of, now that I think about it, that'd make me a little anxious. If there was a Bathgate on my bathtub, think about it. How well is that seal water when you fill that sucker all the way full, that it's not going to leak out the sides into cracks of that door? And more importantly than that, I feel like I just have all the urge in the world to just open that door and watch all the water flow out really quickly. 5-year-old me would have definitely did that. No questions about it. And then he would have been in trouble. and no more bath time for him. Brad Park, Adam Fox, Kevin Lowe, Harry Howell doesn't know how to look at the camera. That's because he's 88 years old. It's all right. 88's the new what? 30? If 80's the new 25, 88's the new 30. In that, we have Igor Shesterkin. You want to talk about a guy that's an absolute stud in the way he's been playing? We talk about this so much in our ratings predictions videos, coming out soon, by the way. We rarely see goalies that are young get high overalls from EA. They always make you prove yourself, play a few years, and to be a 91 overall at this point in time in his career just tells you how highly respected a guy like Igor Shesterkin is in this league. Then we have Eddie Giacomin as the backup. But let's go ahead and jump into this 1v1 best of 7 series, Rangers Lightning, in what should be an exciting series to say the least. Lightning gonna jump out ahead 1-0 early. Here's the question. Question of the day. We have not asked it yet. What is everyone's opinions regarding who wins this series? Who wins this series in real life? This one's gonna go 1-1 into the third, but I don't want to say the young and up-and-coming I mean, technically it is very much the young and up-and-coming Rangers. But you still have this Tampa Bay team that has somehow found a way to keep together for the most part, the same core for the last 3 years. And just be an absolute powerhouse throughout this league. And how do you slow them down? Stamkos' goal, 4-2. I think you go... I don't know. You come out, you got the momentum if you're the Rangers a little bit coming out of that game 7. Tampa Bay had a little bit of time off. What I want to see, what I think will be a great or a fun series is really Tampa versus either one of them Western Conference teams. I think you just have that powerhouse in Colorado, and you have McDavid, you have Draisaitl, you have these guys over there in Edmonton. To see one of those two teams match up against Tampa, I think it's going to be really fun and exciting to watch. Rangers going to jump ahead to a 2-1 early lead here in game number 3. JT Miller with the goal, Gretzky with the goal, Hedman getting one in on Igor there. Period number 3 is coming after we've seen an Adam Graves, St. Louis getting in on the action. And the current stud of the Tampa Bay Lightning, Nikita Kucherov. Roberts on Shesterkin. It's been all Lightning so far this period. Power play bolts. They're going to come up empty-handed, and even worse, they're going to surrender a goal shortly after the power play. New York is in firm control of game 3, and they have a chance. A power play. You don't want to see that if you're Tampa trying to come back. They have a very good chance to just jump ahead in this series big time. Now up 2-1 after 2 games. Gretzky, 2 goals, 1 assist. Not going crazy as Gretzky, but he's doing what Gretzky needs to do and putting pucks in the back of the net and helping his team win games. Rangers 1-0 after 1. We're going to see Adam Fox put one in back there. You know, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's play a little period 2. Panarin, Vasilevsky, big save. Sergachev, Rangers, and there wasn't the big save there because the Rangers happened to put a puck in the back of the net. It was Leach. 2-0 Rangers. Tampa Bay all of a sudden, there we go. I was about to say, we was about to start grilling you, Tampa. They knew it. They felt it. They seen it. Brad Richards said, not today. 2-1 after 2. New York has the lead. Tampa badly needs to find a way to get this game tied back up, but the Rangers are going to get an insurance goal. It's going to be Artemi Panarin again. Andrechuk bringing him right back. Power play, Bolts tie it right back up. Marty St. Louis with the goal. 9 minutes left. The Rangers had a 2-goal lead that was pulling away in the third. And all of a sudden, Tampa battled right back. Power play Rangers killed off by the Lightning. A big momentum shift here in the third period. Tampa Bay is feeling it now. Stamkos on Shesterkin, high slot, not going to go in there. Wayne Gretzky right back, Vasilevsky, nothing doing. Big save there on Vinny C by Shesterkin. A couple of them there right in front of the goaltender. Shesterkin right now is keeping his club in it. We're going to overtime in game number 4. Sorelli, nice shot there. Shesterkin, another save. Power play Bolts. Can they get something this time? The answer appears to be no. Couple good opportunities, but nothing doing. Shesterkin's been standing on his head for the last 15 minutes of this game. Vasilevsky saved, but he's falling asleep over there. That was all Bolts for the last 20 minutes. Vasilevsky sees his third shot of overtime, and Wayne Gretzky does it in the slot. You can't let Wayne shoot right there and expect... You just can't. That's all I got. You can't expect the goaltender to make that save. Rangers ahead 3-1 in this series. Or Lightning ahead 3... Rangers ahead 3-1 in this series. We'll get it right. I was confused there for a second because I seen the 3 closest to the Lightning logo. I was like, oh, 3, duh, logic. But no, it's 1-3. I'm going to reverse there. Rangers right now looking to see if they can seal the deal here in 5 games. Messier goal. Adam Fox goal. Adam Fox has been having a heck of a postseason, or a heck of a 7-game series, if you will. We're in playoff mode, so technically we can call it postseason. Tampa Bay, power play. Can they do something this time? The answer is no. There it is, though, on even strength. Salo hitting it on. That's just Jorkin. Tampa Bay's another one. Tampa Bay's got 2. Kucherov with the goal. Tampa Bay is ahead 4-3 after 2. Gretzky with another goal. Gretzky doing what Gretzky does. Right into the third here. Tampa Bay 1-goal lead. Can they nurse that 1-goal lead? Can they find some insurance here? They have to win this game if they want to stay in this series. Shanahan on Vasilevsky. Another one. The wraparound attempt by Adam Graves there. Nothing doing. Pretty evenly fought matchup here in the third period. No team really dominating. Power play Rangers. Empty net power play. Nothing doing, no. Tampa with the big kill off. Tampa is going to bring this series to at least a game number 6. Battling back there down 3-1. Here we go. Game 6. Rangers. Home game here. Tampa wins this game. All of a sudden, Tampa Bay looking like they're in pretty good shape. We talk about them battling all the way back in that other game and then still losing the game. Do they bounce back there, battle back from that adversity, and make something happen? Zibanejad, Park, Andrechuk the goals so far in the first period here. Here we go. Let's find period number 2. New York right now, 1-goal lead. Not looking good. Rangers on the power play again. Rangers with the insurance goal. Panarin on Vasilevsky. Power play right back for the Bullets. Bullets gonna come up empty-handed though. Rangers PP or PK looking really good so far here in game 6 in the second period. Big shot there. Andrechuk Shesterkin making another big save. This guy is making save after save after save. To say he's not been carrying this New York Rangers team to an extent would be an understatement. Don't get me wrong, it's got a team of studs out there on forward, but he has been making some massive saves, which is exactly what you look for out of your goaltender in the playoffs. Wayne Gretzky with another one. New York up 4-1. Tampa's going to need a miracle at this point. 3 goals, 8 minutes. There's a power play. Miracle can start here, or they can come up empty-handed once again. The Rangers gonna win this series in 6. 4-2. Rangers win this game 4-1. And I tell you what, it could happen. I thought in this particular situation, the Rangers had the better team. But again, we talked about just how good this Tampa Bay Lightning team is right now. The fact that we added all these players to their team, and their 3 best players are currently on their roster. Of their all-time 3 best players are on their roster right now, according to EA's overall standpoint. I get it. The rest is up for debate. But man, 5 goals out of Gretzky, 8 points out of Panarin. They just were all over it. Goaltending. I got to see how Igor played. 921. I expected nothing less. 2.54 goals against the guy. Was just a stud out there. Vasilevsky 2-2-2 right there, 913. That's going to wrap things up for this video, though, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you consider subscribing, liking the video. You never have to. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.